Attached to this letter are the detailed directions to extract the new substance, Exir, designed by Lady Messier. This substance was first created based on the... Attached to this letter are the detailed directions to extract the new substance, Exir, designed by Lady Messier. This substance was first created based on the idea provided by Count Zid. Exir is the pure essence of life extracted from the living by using the divine powers of God Vesper. But it is extremely addictive when taken raw, and more Exir is required in order to prevent one's body from breaking down after consuming. Please be cautious. Subject 14539 was the son of a blacksmith. He had always felt sorry for his father, who suffered from chronic arthritis that naturally came along with his occupation. He regularly snuck out dried food and preservatives from his food rations and sent them to his father via mail. The pity that was displayed by Subject 14539 will become a useful reference for future personality establishment processes. Based on Lady Messier's request, various research is being performed on subjects with exceptionally beautiful bodies. The tri-colored irises, along with the small and pointed ears which resemble a beast, are characteristics unique to Subject 20011. Subject 4456's rare and perfectly balanced body proportions will go along well with Subject 7791's flawless ivory-colored skin.
Researcher Lapin has asked us for assistance. Apparently, she's been left behind at the laboratory where the early tests are being carried out. Everything seems to be in order here, so focus on helping her now.
Count Zid has always mentioned that all hospital workers must be faithful towards their work, while also holding on to the sense of guilt. Because as Subject 19115 has shown, people who are more sensitive to guilt tend to stay within the set boundaries of rules. Lady Messier hopes to find a test subject with low threshold for guilt, in order for her personality designs to thrive in all conditions. Subject 23901 is an obese male who used to always write his diary on a pocket-sized notebook right before he went to sleep. An interesting phrase was found while examining his notebook. On one of the pages, he had written, "Become a person the world needs." Since Exer is extracted proportionally to the body's weight, I suppose he has indeed become a useful person after his death. Subject 15884's mother traveled all over the world to earn money for the subject's medical bills. And she regularly sent in letters to the subject, which is why the subject did not doubt the existence of its mother until the day it died. Perhaps in this world, prolonged exposure to a repetitive event may cause one to believe that the non-existing does in fact exist. This research was done by manipulating the memory of certain St. Labia hospital staff with actual real-world experiences.
Have you cleared out all of the nearby locations? I was so focused on my research that I'd forgotten about the tests being started here. I don't recall making something like you before. You're far from my taste in beauty, and your outfit is really weird. Whatever. I guess everyone is just so busy that they loosened up on the final inspections. After all, Lady Messia's been obsessed over the transcending Exer lately. All of us are exhausted because it's a lot more complicated than creating regular Exer. But what can we do when our mother asks for them? Oh, I also heard that the hatchery is a mess right now. You should get going.
Damn it! You surprised me! I almost stabbed you! Can't you see there are a ton of defects roaming around the area? Us researchers refer to those things that hatched prematurely as defects. They're useless since they can't get anything done properly. I managed to get rid of some of them, but I forgot to bring proof of the disposal. By regulation, I'm supposed to bring something that can identify which subject was a defect. There should be a total of 3 defects I took down nearby. You go on and retrieve some proof from their bodies. I'm going to check the other side.
Who set the wrong time for the hatching? And right when the grumpy ones are being hatched? What a mess. What are you standing around for? Clean things up already. I don't know why the guards are so slow these days. This is so frustrating. Dispose of all the newly hatched subjects this time. They've all been contaminated from hatching too early. Hold on. Does that mean the culture fluid's being contaminated as well? Ah, jeez.
Welcome, dear guests, to the noble mansion of Kailung. You must be starving from your travels. Do you like raspberry pie? Raspberries are better when their red color is more vivid. When they're just right, their color reminds you of freshly poured blood. But unfortunately, there aren't any raspberries here. I guess I'll have to use a different ingredient with a red tint. Please look forward to it. My raspberry pies are the best.
Inspection! Tell me your name. How come you're not in uniform? Why's your face like that? Hey, hey! I can hear your eyes rolling. You're not getting out of this easily. You see, I'm not an idiot like the others. You must be a spy. Who sent you? Triya? Caspel? Answer me, now!
A mere defect dares to stab me? Who do you think I am? Even if you kill me, you cannot hide your flaws. You're a failure! A failure! Failure!
Oh, did you have fun? I was quite disappointed. There were only morons who didn't even resist. They would just stare at me, without even trying to block my attacks. Those idiots. They probably didn't even know why they were born. I believe that each and every one of us is born with a duty. We must all live to serve our loving mother. That applies to all of us. Which is why I get angry when I see those who neglect their duties. They're all scumbags who deserve to die. Don't you think so? Yes, that's right. We're all good children who always do our chores. You should get going now. Both of us have more work to do.
A mistake was made while experimenting with Subject 18458. The eye that was supposed to be transplanted from Subject 18467 had been altered. In the end, due to the flaw in Subject 18458's eye, the experiment failed as the subject's eye began to burn away in the middle of testing. The subject seemed to be in great pain and became violent as it went on a rampage, even though Subject 18458 was originally very quiet and timid. Based on this experience, the researchers were able to learn of a most convenient method to creating a violent personality.
Hold on. Have you been reading the experiment records? Guards shouldn't be able to comprehend the words, since they've been designed to have low intelligence. Why are you even reading that? You're probably going to forget about it tomorrow. It's been years since I was first created, but I've never seen something like this happen. It's strange to see that a guard is acting out of its given protocol. Is it a mutation, perhaps? Or is the Baron carrying out a new experiment? Anyway, since you're here, why don't you lend a hand as you're supposed to? One of the subjects overgrew, so we've been having problems disposing of it. There's no need to feel bad. Just get rid of it as quickly as possible. We have plenty of materials left, so we can just create a new one. That's what test subjects are for, right?
Those researchers. Those researchers are all idiots. They know nothing. They claim to be intellectuals, and they boast about their knowledge. But they don't know they're the same as us. They too were raised in the same culture fluid as us. They too are forever trapped within this laboratory. But just because they're not subjected to experiments, they believe themselves to be special. Fools! Why do you not realize this? As long as you're born here, you'll all be disposed of after being used. None of us are real humans. We're just livestock.
You managed to find a survivor among the disposed subjects who participated in the experiment to make 100 eyes. The fragile hand of the disposed grasped onto you as it screamed out its last words of despair about how everyone here is stuck inside the laboratory without any hope. You looked around the scene, scattered with
Did you sleep well last night? You don't look so well. I'm sorry if my incompetence regarding Pan's situation kept you up all night long. But don't worry. I'll make sure Pan is treated no matter what. You must be exhausted from the long trip. You should relax in the meantime.
Oh, it's you. Have you thought about it? About my request? I understand that it's a lot to ask of a stranger. I don't want to burden you too much. What? You'll help? Are you serious? I was so desperate that I was thinking of writing a letter to Count Zid or something. Thank you so much. My brother? He's a 15-year-old boy with a skinny body. He has blonde hair, pale skin with green eyes. And no one knows this, but there's a unique-looking mole on the bottom of his right foot. I would often tease him about it by tickling him. Miel is his name. I'm sure he's still alive. Do you think you'll be able to find him? I'm counting on you.
A letter that arrives from the same sender on a monthly basis? I don't know exactly who you're looking for, but that sounds like me. My mother is a merchant who travels around the world, although I haven't seen her in a while since she's so busy. But my mother would always send a letter on the same day, every month. It has helped me overcome the loneliness, even though she's not with me. If you ever run into Trader Britta during your journey, please tell her that I'm waiting in Arcris.
Kuroko can do everything.
Need information?
Join a guild.
Hey, you, guard. Too many subjects are hatching. We must stop the hatchery from becoming overloaded at all costs.
I heard about the subjects over-proliferating, but I didn't expect the specimen room to be a mess too. How can these newborns be so disgusting? Was I like that when I first hatched? Damn, gross! Perhaps it's a good thing all of our memories are wiped before we fully mature. How am I supposed to get this specimen from that messy lump of newborn subjects? I'm too sensitive to dig through them. Looks like this is a job for you. It's a precious specimen for the experiment, so be careful with them. You were just getting one specimen. What took you so long? You should have been born with my delicate personality. You wouldn't want to stay here for more than a second. You seem so clueless. I'm so jealous. Maybe I should ask to be born as a guard in my next life.
Researcher Lapin has asked for additional support. I will make the report that this area has been cleaned out. You go on ahead and help her out.
Just as Lady Messier spent a long time organizing the members of Arcturus, Baron Zeno has been showing great interest in human enhancements and chimera research. All of the enhanced subjects under his supervision have shown incredible physiques, which can be employed in organizing armed forces for the hospital and the laboratory. In addition, he has recently succeeded in bonding Subject 11245 with Subject 7761. The experiment ended up creating a very threatening subject. To support Baron Zeno's future research, we are planning on capturing creatures from outside Arcturus and including them in the sorting process.
Huh? Aren't you the guard from before? I clearly remember you because of your strange appearance. It's nothing big this time. I just need some more materials to complete this subject. But things have been a bit messy around here because of the ongoing testing. All of the materials should be scattered around this area. I need you to carefully gather and deliver them to researcher Sisha. You think you can do that? You'd better be worth the amount of Exer we used on you. If not, I'm going to chop you up and transplant your limbs to other subjects.
Rune Hunter. Hello? Do you remember me? It's me. Nurse Hare. I didn't think I would ever get to see you again. What are you doing here? Did you get captured like me? Wait, we don't have time to chat. I actually have something to show you. Look at all these documents I found. Do you have any idea what they are? They're all lost ancient medical texts. Hemomancy, bone cultivation, artificial hearts, brain cloning. This book is all the secrets to overcoming death and creating life. If we had that book back at the hospital, we could have saved a lot more patients. Why was it hidden in a place like this all this time? Rune Hunter, I'm gonna take this book back outside. I will use this knowledge to help all of the patients across Trom. But before that, there is something I must do first. Rune Hunter, I'll meet you back here. welcome back. I just finished preparing. Come, take a look inside the tank. These are enhanced specimens I created. I embedded an order to destroy this laboratory once they wake up after being injected with Exir. Sinlapia Hospital has carried out so much evil by using medicine as an excuse. They've taken away too many lives and created monsters that spread death. These evil people must pay the price for their sins. The sin of carrying out wrongdoings as so-called doctors. Rune Hunter, please go get some Exir to wake these specimens up. There should be some left in the nearby resource room.
Along with the continuous research efforts, as well as the crucial discovery from Subject 29011, the Exir extraction process has reached an innovative turning point. With the newly extracted Exir, only a small amount is required to be consumed in order to benefit from the same level of life extension effects as before. And because the refinement technology has greatly improved as well, the same sort of side effect Baron Zeno has suffered should no longer be a problem.
You got the test materials? I don't know whose work you are, but you're pretty handy. I can definitely tell that I didn't make you based on your appearance. What? A plagued patient? There's no such thing. What are you talking about? Hey, how can you even use words like plague when you're a guard? Something must be wrong with you. Are you mutating like Azat mentioned? Oh. Wait, are you talking about the subjects from the isolation ward? All of those subjects were properly delivered to their destinations. That's none of your business anyway. Get going now.
Subject 111818, Hayer, specimen of Project Patchwork. This subject was created by merging tissue from multiple brains in order to improve learning capabilities. Response: increase in learning capability, role adaptation, application ability. Flaws: severe mood swings, logical fallacy, aggression, severe symptoms of delusion. Result: defective. Recover its brain to create the next specimen. P.S. Recover all of the specimens created by Subject 111818 as well.
I didn't want to stain my hands with their blood. Oh, Rune Hunter, did you get what I asked for? What's that notebook? Defect observation log? What? What is this? I'm one of the test subjects. That can't be. There must have been a mistake. How could I be one of the monsters that were born here? Don't lie to me! Why are you showing me this? What's the point of telling me? You want me to stop? What? My dream? Is it because I killed the researchers here? But I'm different from them. They truly deserve to die. Fine. I admit it. I'm the same kind of monster as them. The incident back at the graveyard, as well as murdering the researchers. I'm broken. But that doesn't give you the right to stop me. That's right! I may have been created by monsters, but I'm the one who created my own dream! I'm no longer a test subject. My name is Hare, the Doctor of Life, Hare! You're a poor and pitiful being. You've never had your own dreams to chase after. You will never stop me. I'm like a fire that burns forever. I'm hope itself. I'm the maker of dreams. Incredible. You fought well. Thanks to you, we got some great data. Your combat skills, movement, breathing. By using all of this data, I'll be able to create the ultimate warrior who will help my revenge. This is the end of our ties. Never try to stop me again, Rune Hunter.
Did all the nobles of Arcris participate in the Zodiac War? You weren't even born back then. How did you... About 10 years ago, I met up with Count Zid here at the St. Lapia Hospital. And in return for the request I made to him, I made a blood oath to never talk about the events that occurred during the Zodiac War. Because that oath will stay in effect until the day I die, I can't tell you anything specific. But I suppose you're curious about how the nobles are maintaining their youth. It is said that they're able to control the effects of diseases based on Vesper's divinity they have gathered through thousands of days of prayer made by Saint Lapia herself. Their unusually long lifespan seems to be related to that. But why are you asking me this all of a sudden? And with such a grave look?
The Baron has requested aid in transporting test materials. All of the materials should be inside the chest located nearby. Find and take it to the Baron. Keep in mind that he has also granted permission to dispose of any test subjects that get in the way of transporting the materials. Subject 779, inherited destructive instinct. All who stand in my way shall be extracted for exile.
Sorry. You must have been surprised by that attack. This subject's a bit too excited from the experiment. Please try to understand. What did you think of that opening line by the subject? All who stand in my way shall be extracted for Ixer. It just doesn't have that feeling of oomph to it, does it? I've already revised it at least 50 times, but it's not easy. Anyway, thank you for your opinion. Please stop by again whenever you're free.
Oh dear. I see that you love to meddle in other people's businesses. I understand it's hard to restrain your youthful curiosity, but I'd like to ask if you're truly qualified to be in this place. You don't have to tell me where you got that from. Zid was kind enough to give you a warning, but you dare. If you made it this far, you probably saw everything. I really can't let you leave this place alive. Prepare yourself. This is ridiculous. Oh, damn it. If only I wasn't such a mess. You. I don't know what you're thinking, or what it is you're after. But you'll regret it if you don't keep your mouth sealed.
I'm not sure if I understood that. Correct me if I'm wrong. So you're saying that the nobles have been performing human experiments? Which must mean that the strange creatures you saw at the graveyard must have something to do with their experiments as well. And I've never heard of this substance called Exer. If the public finds out about this, it'll be disastrous. Listen carefully. Just before you returned, I received a message from Viscount Cruz. It was an invitation for us to visit the mansion of the Arcris nobles, Kylum. We should at least have a talk with them before drawing conclusions. If we act rashly, it might endanger Pan as well. I'll get ready and meet you at the forest path leading towards the mansion.
It's a well-known secret that Baron Zeno suffered. It's a well-known secret that Baron Zeno suffered from Exer side effects. During the early days of Exer research, they weren't able to delicately adjust the exact volume of Exer. And unlike the others, the Baron's body reacted violently to Exer, and his body experienced excessive retrogression. Ever since that day, the Baron has confined himself within his laboratory to focus on his research, only leaving for special occasions. Perhaps,
as you watched Zeno's fallen monocle, you thought of researcher Lapin's message about how Zeno had suffered from the side effects of consuming Exer. After that day, Zeno confined himself within the laboratory to create even more eccentric subjects. This was